Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mcskillet here, and today I have another video for CSGO. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about all of the rare skins for CSGO. A lot of these skins could potentially be in my top 10 most expensive skins, but some of these are actually so rare that it's almost impossible to find a price for these. And some of these are just rare, but they don't have very much demand for these skins, so that causes them to not be very expensive. And for pretty much all these skins, there's less than 6 of them in existence. Some of them, there's only 1 in the world. And there's a website called CSGO.exchange that has over 200,000 inventories. Pretty much all the big collector ones are on there, and you can search through there. And I searched for all these rare items that I knew of. I was able to find a few in existence for some of them. Some of these patterns, they haven't even dropped for certain knives and stuff yet. So basically, all of these skins are the rarest knives and skins in Counter-Strike, and let's get right into the video. So the first skin is the Stattrak Ban At Night. There is only one of these registered on CSGO.exchange. There's actually more of the Karambits and more of the M9 Bayonets. So this knife is extremely rare. It could potentially be in my top 10 most expensive skins, but like I said earlier, nobody really knows the price of this because there's only one in the world, and it's hardly ever traded, of course. And yeah, there it is there. So the next knife is also another factory new Stattrak Night skin. This is for the flip knife. There actually isn't even one of these on CSGO.exchange. Some random guy just sent me a message on Steam showing this flip knife that his friend apparently unboxed. And it's factory new in Stattrak, and none of these have ever been found on CSGO Lounge, Reddit, or pretty much any trading site or any skin database. So that's the only one in the world, I believe. So it's one of the rarest skins in existence. And now the next skin. I did cover this in my top 10 skins, top 10 most expensive skins, but I thought I'd have to go over it again for this video because there's only one of these in the world, and it's the Stattrak Karambit Doppler Black Pearl factory new. And my friend actually has that skin. It's pretty cool. And now the next skin, the Stattrak Ban At Boreal Forest. There's less than 6 of these registered on CSGO.exchange because all of the Boreal Forest patterns are extremely rare to get factory new. They're actually just as rare as the Crimson Web patterns, but there's not too much demand for these Boreal Forest knives. And now the next skin, the Stattrak Bayonet Doppler Black Pearl. I believe there's like less than 4 of these registered on CSGO.exchange, so this is extremely rare. There actually isn't even an M9 Bayonet one yet. Now this skin here is the Stattrak Gut Knife Doppler Black Pearl. There's only 2 of these on CSGO.exchange, and this knife is extremely rare, of course, but the demand for gut knives is not very high, causing these to be extremely difficult to trade. But now the next skin is the Souvenir Tec9 Nuclear Threat Factory New. There's only 1 of these on CSGO Exchange. I think there's probably less than 2 in the world. And yeah, there isn't even a P250 one of these. It's just insanely rare to actually manage to get the Souvenir Tec9 Nuclear Threat Factory New, because of course the cases are pretty expensive, and yeah, no P250 one has even dropped yet. Now for the next skin, I can't actually inspect it because this guy's inventory is private, but this person has a Stattrak Flip Knife Crimson Web Factory New. It's the only one on CSGO.exchange. I think there's also some other private inventories that might have another one of these, so I'm guessing there's only like 1 or 2 of those in the world. And there it is right there, extremely rare knife. And of course there's also the Gut Knife Crimson Web Factory New Stattrak, which is extremely rare factory new, and there's only 2 of these in the world, I believe. And demand for gut knives is not very high, so of course these aren't actually that expensive compared to like the Karambits and the Bayonet ones, of course. There is also the Butterfly Knife Stattrak Crimson Web Factory New, and there's only a couple of these in the world. As you can see, this is a pretty sweet looking skin here, and I think this could probably be in my top 10 most expensive skins video. But again, nobody really knows how expensive these are because they're pretty much never traded because of how rare these are. So there is the Butterfly Knife Crimson Web right there. And now the final skin for this video is the Souvenir Desert Eagle Hand Cannon, factory new. And there's less than 5 of the factory new ones in existence, I believe. So of course you have to get these from the cobblestone cases, which is a very expensive case because this is a souvenir skin. And you pretty much never get anything good in the cobblestone case. And yeah, so that pretty much wraps up all the skins. And if you're wondering why are these skins so rare to get, I thought I'd actually explain it, because for the black pearls, it's just really rare to get a black pearl. But for all these other skins, like the Crimson Web patterns and the Nuclear Threat patterns, if you look on the float values at the bottom, Float values are basically the exact value for the wear on a skin. They have a 0.06 minimum float value, and in order to get a factory new skin, you have to have lower than a 0.07 float value. And I believe the way the game works is when you get a knife, it selects a random number between the minimum float value and the maximum float value. So there's basically less than a 1 in 80 chance of actually getting the factory new one on a skin like the Crimson Web. So that's why these are so rare, because it's just because of that minimum float value on these skins. And of course for the Black Pearls, just because the Black Pearl is the most rare Doppler pattern, and it hardly ever appears, so it's very rare to get those stat tracks. So that's pretty much the end of this video, guys. I could also make a part 2 if you guys want me to make a part 2. I could hunt down some more ultra rare knives and rare skins like the ones in this video if you guys like this video. So yeah, Mcskillet, and I'm out.